Teddy, this is an honor. It's an honor to be challenged by you. A little bit, like to just have a challenge come out of the blue. It's both an honor and well, I was like, I'm getting called out by an expert in my own life. Let's see how it goes. I'm excited.
I am too.
All right. On that note, let's just start. This is another episode of Author Fan Face Off. We got one great author. He's looking very confident. One big fan, also confident, I think. We pick a book by the author. We're going to find out who knows more. I'm Steve Sheinkin, and the co-host is, of course, the leaping librarian, Stacey Rattner.
Yeah! Hello.
And as you see, today's guest author, Mac Barnett. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me. I'm very excited and a little bit nervous.
Okay, that's appropriate. We all get nervous, for these intense competitions. The book today is, of course, Mac B. Kid Spy, the first book in that series, Mac Undercover. And as you state in the author's note, this is a true story of your own adventures.
That's right. Yeah, this is my memoir, or some people say that word. People like me, my memoir, and yeah. So it's my memories of when I was a kid. So Teddy, this is very high stakes because it would be so embarrassing if somebody were a bigger expert in my own life than me.
Yeah, I don't know if that can happen, but Stacey, why don't you go ahead and formally
I have to introduce you to Teddy because he is a third grader from Santa Fe, and he has read the book in the past few days around 20 times. So I think he is an expert. When he's not reading your books, he loves Legos, chess, soccer, and basketball. So I'm excited for this challenge because I think it'll be a good one. I know it. So we're going to start right away. All right. And I am going to start with Teddy. The story begins with someone calling Mac to ask him for a favor. Who is it?
It's the Queen of England.
Yes, the Queen of England. And like I said, Mac does a great job on the audiobook with her accent there. So.
Yeah, I remember, I'll never forget the sound of her voice when that fateful day in 1989 when I picked up the phone and she said, "Hello, can I speak to Mark?" Beautiful phone voice. She has a beautiful voice.
Yes, awesome. And then Mac is in charge of cleaning out the litter boxes of these family pets.
Whose question is this for?
This is for Mac.
Okay.
Even though we know you know it, Teddy.
Yeah, Teddy knows. Those would be my pet rabbits. Yeah.
Very good.
I had 2 rabbits, Maurice and Taylor. And they weren't the best pets in the world. Like they chewed up all of the spines of my books. They would sometimes bite me, and they would never come when I called their names. Yeah.
All right. All right. On that note, let's move on to round 2.
No offense to any rabbits watching, by the way.
No, we don't have a lot. I mean, I look at the analytics sometimes on YouTube. There's not a lot of rabbits. There's some. Mm-hmm. But Teddy, I heard it's in your school, it's pajama day, which is sort of appropriate because pants play a key role in this story as well. What kind of pants does Mac wear for his trip to London?
He wears American blue jeans.
Yeah. And that, for reasons we won't discuss quite yet, that's a really important part of the story. And Mac, what is young Mac's favorite video game?
That would be Spy Master.
There you go. Very good. Very good.
We have the expert Teddy who's nodding. He's that you guys.
Yeah. I know. I'm always good. It's good when I see Teddy be like, "You got that one right." Okay, phew.
You just watch his face to tell.
All right, Teddy. So Mac he needs to get back home for this event on the weekend. Why does Mac want to get back home?
Because he wants to be invited to Derek LaFoy's karate birthday party.
Awesome. That's awesome. I like
Oh.
that you even said that detail because he wants to get back and he hasn't even been invited yet.
That's
Yeah.
true.
The
That's
level
true.
of specificity is
Yeah, yeah.
it's got to be scary, Mac. I mean,
I would say personally, I don't know that we needed to include the detail that I wasn't invited. I don't know that, but yeah, technically that is the most correct way to put it. It's also the most embarrassing way, but yeah.
Okay. And then Mac, for centuries, kings and queens of England have stored the crown jewels in this famous fortress.
Oh, that would be the Tower of London.
Hmm.
Yeah.
very
Yeah.
good. And that's one of the many things that's great about the book. It's funny, there's a great adventure, but you work in some nice history. As a history man myself, I have to applaud you for that.
I was gonna say that means a lot coming from you.
Yeah, and it's not just a throwaway. There's these, you learn about history of certain buildings, museums, spy agencies. Again, I don't want to give away too much, but all right, Teddy. What Americans, we call them cookies, but the English call them blank. What word? Say it again, sorry.
Biscuits.
Biscuits, correct. And they are,
I'm so confident.
yeah, Mac seemed a little disappointed by the flavor of said biscuits.
Yeah, I they always say that it's the same thing, but if you taste a biscuit, I don't think it's the same thing. It's like I feel like the British are trying to pull the wool over our eyes on that one. Give me an American cookie any day of the week. I hope we don't. No offense to any British people watching this.
No, not at all. And we do have a big
especially
following.
British rabbits. If we have British rabbits watching, my stock
They've
is going
tuned
to
out
be down.
right now, I'm afraid. But it's not just Britain. This, like any great Bond novel, it's a globe-trotting sort of story and covering other countries. Mac meets with the president of France. This is a question for the older Mac. He meets him inside this famous Paris landmark.
Oh, that's a great question. I meet the president of France inside the Louvre Museum.
Wait a minute. Can you tell by Teddy's reaction that something has gone terribly wrong?
I see that something has gone terribly wrong, and I know. Oh no! Oh no! I meet him beneath the Arc de Triomphe.
Yes.
Oh
no! Oof. We could just edit out. No, we don't want to edit out the wrong answer. I mean, let's be honest.
I'm down. I'm down a point.
Down a point, but with time on the clock. So no need to despair.
Don't tune out yet.
No.
I can still come back.
All right. Teddy, I think this is a hard one, but I don't, maybe for anyone else. Mac travels with a false identity. If anyone asks, he is supposed to claim he does this for a living.
He is a piano tuner from Kalamazoo, Michigan.
Awesome. Do you know his name?
Hugh Anthony Craig III.
All right. Now you can tune.
I could still come back. Here's a fun fact. Hugh Anthony Craig III is the birth name of famous musician Huey Lewis.
Oh my God.
Wow.
Okay.
That could have been a bonus question. Yeah, you could have come back with that one.
Yeah.
And he probably knew that too, but I don't know.
Okay. This is for Mac. Lubyanka Square in Moscow is home to two famous buildings. What are they?
KGB headquarters and a toy store, a giant, Russia's largest toy store. Yeah.
And you want to tell us what it's called?
No.
Top secret. I can't say.
Oh, Teddy?
Detsky mirror.
Wow. Oh. Mac, I'm sorry. I'm sorry this had to happen.
It's all right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can still come back.
Technically, I'm not sure that's true. We've asked 10 questions. Teddy has won the game. Let's be honest. Congratulations, sir. I have a bonus question, which I could ask, but at this point, it's really just for fun.
Yeah.
Let's declare that Teddy has triumphed today. But this is a good one. Another little detail. Mac travels with one of Queen Elizabeth's corgis, her dogs. And
Who's this for?
this is for, actually, if you know the answer to this, raise your hand. So he travels with one of the dogs. I'm going to ask for an easy part and then a hard part. What's the dog's name? Yes, Teddy?
Freddie.
Okay, and here's the hard part, I think. What is the dog's code name?
Rockford.
That's it. That's it. It's over. Congratulations, Teddy.
Teddy, you are amazing. You know me better than I know myself. That is incredible. I tell you what, I think at this point, you need to just take over my life.
Author fan face off, who will know more? Author fan face off, where can you score?